Alright guys, hey, what we're going to try to do is we're going to set up my hammock sleeve and tarp, and we're going to do some sealing today, okay? Hey guys, sorry you're pointing up at me, but I had to bring my tarp in from outside. I just realized my trees are too far apart to use it to this tarp on. So here I'm in the garage, and I'm going to show you how to seam seal your tarp. And this is the Big Mamajamba, and we're going to give it a go. Alright, so here's what I'm going to be using is the sil-net silicone seam sealer. Make sure it's in frame there for you. But yeah, just got it from Amazon, and you'll see something strange in my hand as well. And I have little kids, and I will use this little infant's Tylenol syringe. And then the other thing I have is I have this, because it's gonna get goop all over my hands probably at some point. So that's what I use. What I'm going to do next is you realize that I have this tarp kind of like I'm going to set it up. So if you see the pull-outs are all ready to go. So right here, first thing I'm going to do for the Mamajamba according to Warbonnet and their little instructional guidelines, you want to do the underside only and apply the thinnest layer possible of silicone. So, and let dry for 12 hours. So, we'll see how it does. Okay, so I'm going to put the tarp. And it's really windy outside, which is another reason I'm doing this in here. But I'll show you just the panels and we'll get a little closer. So it's the underside of the Big Mamajamba. And so I'm just going to do just the stitching. Focus on this. The ridge line for the Mamajamba does not need to be sealed. So in the sil-net package, you get just a tube. Ooh, there we go. Just that tube, and get this little brush. Kind of like a little paintbrush you use for watercolors or something like that. That's that focus. And here's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take sil-net. Get out my paper towel too. Oop, it's starting to come out already. I'm going to put about, let's see. Let's do just a little bit. That's about, let's see, 2.5 milliliters in this syringe. Yep, and I already got it on myself. Put that cap back on. Whoa, that was close. Toss that out of the way. Whoa. Sorry about that. We had a huge branch just kind of drop on our car windshield. Fortunately, nothing broke, so far as I can see. Oop. So you see, you want to turn it kind of upside down right now, and it's going to force all that stuff out. I know I could be using that. There we go, got that air out. There we go. Let's get that in there. We're going to use just a little bit right on just a tiny little bead. All right, moving on. I guess I learned from my last one, I'm going to get slightly above thread. Let's give that a try. Let's see. Let's give that a try. Ooh, that is too thick, I think. What do you guys think? Let's see if we can see it or not. Let's go and have a look-see. I almost think I could have gotten some, maybe an even finer tipped syringe. Because I mean, I guess that one was okay, but you can see how, I mean, that's pretty big opening there. Probably can get even like a, I don't know, something that makes an even thinner bead would have worked even better, I think. So here's what they look like at the end. I know I used too much, I guess. But once again, my first time doing it, I think I used too much. I guess you tell me. Hopefully I just didn't. Alright, let's go around and see if it did any better on this side. Try to stay on this, on the threads, on the stitching, and you can see a little bit on the tarp itself there. So hopefully that makes you feel better about whatever sealing you've done. But let me know how it actually compares to what you've done. So it's my first time. Peace out. See any leaking, Claire?
No.
Nope. Switch hands.
Thanks for making boxes.
What do you think, guys? Step back from the water.
Not leaking.
No leaking.
Me.
Okay, so I had to seal the outside part of the Warbonnet tarp just to make sure, because I did take it out and they did leak when I just did the underside. So when I had I did the outside as well. This time I didn't use a brush, I did use my finger. I didn't really have a brush small enough, so I just did that. And tested all 4 seals just now with the hose, which is more than I hopefully will ever experience in this tarp. You alright? Yeah. And held up well. 0 leaking. Compared to the night that I did spend in the under this in my hammock, and it all 4 kind of leaked like a sieve when I just did the underside. So for you guys who are thinking about buying Warbonnet Mamajamba, Big Mamajamba, just make sure that you seal these pretty well. And I think it's possible. I think from when I asked questions online on some online forums, they said, yeah, it's possible just to do the underside but you have to thin the sil-net with some mineral spirits. I haven't tried that, but I just wanted to let you guys know what worked, which was doing the outside.
This